Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football, as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They'll look to throw.
Into space at the 45.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The Steelers at 5-6 to start play. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Now on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 11. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Watson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had no command that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Hey, go Fury. Ready?
Another run now for Nwangu.
Able to fight through one tackle. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Red, yellow.
Back to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ready, ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Browns' 25-yard line.
Ready.
2nd and 11 now.
22 needle. Hut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Partners, not often that you see one of those big tight ends get overthrown in the end zone, but we just saw it happen.
Set, ready.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Out of the gun, Watson. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Watson's throw taken in by Palmer. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Off of play action, it's Watson. That's again complete to Palmer. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Now a give running left is the one. And caught up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Down the right sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kene Nwangwu with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers have retaken the lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Watson. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now it's Connor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there as
the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break, Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The final shot before break, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
27 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
That's taken in by Palmer.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To the air yet again, Watson.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Brown.
Now it's Watson.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
This is Hines. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
To throw is Watson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yard.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Browns 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Smash, smash.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. 117 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And cycle. Ready, ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
Ready up. Triple 38. Check two. Check.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ready,
38-yard line, second and 9.
Pause, ready. Ready.
Looking to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night.
Ready, set.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now Connor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set, ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
He was defended by Martin Emerson.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, it's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Fights off the defender. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Set.
Now back to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Okay, right.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Fight. White.
Back to throw again.
And that's going to be incomplete. This a very important important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Blue strike.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Here we go, set.
They go play action here on 1st down. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, 47 yards. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's 1st and 10. Watson to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Watson. That's completed right side to Palmer. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass.
Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku from 17 yards out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And some room to run now. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They run with Connor.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and 1.
Let's go.
3rd and 19.
Strike. Check. Strike. Cut.
They'll set up a throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Pittsburgh, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.